Believe it already?
I know. Listen, we're past the middle of the month. But, exciting news this morning is that Canada has a signed deal with China. The Prime Minister signed the deal in Beijing. It's going to see tariffs on canola seed drop to 15% in March. That's down from the current 85%. There's some other news as well that we'll get into with our next guest. You might remember from earlier this week, Stephen Vandervalk. He's a canola farmer based in Fort Macleod, Alberta. When you had my favorite quote of the week earlier, Stephen, when I said, biggest challenges, and you said people say that it's the weather. I say it's the government. How are you feeling this morning with the news that there's a signed deal?
I got up pretty early. We're in Alberta out here, and I haven't had time to, to really look into it. But we're cautiously optimistic. There's a few things. I guess there could have been no deal, so I guess that's the positive. On the downside, though, is there's still some work to be done. 15% on canola seed is my understanding, just from my research I did this morning, some phone calls, is the absolute max that we can handle to export into China. It still makes us uncompetitive, but it doesn't mean the door is closed. It means that we can still sell, but probably not at levels we would like to see. Meal has been taken off, the tariffs on meal, canola meal, which isn't a huge market into China, and there's nothing that's been done with canola oil. So the biggest question is, in all this, is what's the U.S. going to do? If they come back at us, then I don't know. We're cautiously optimistic. I don't want to be too negative.
What's your concern coming from south of the border? What are you hoping not to see?
Well, they're our biggest market for sure, especially canola meal, all of it, canola oil, all of it. And so if they decide that they don't like what's been done here and they think that's a threat to them, we don't know what's going to go on down there. There's no logic down there either. If that door slams shut, it's kind of like stepping over a toonie to pick up a loonie in this deal. So, or I don't know if I said that right, stepping over a toonie to pick up a loonie. But yeah, it's listen, it's a step forward. It's in the right direction, but more needs to be done. And also in the language, you're talking about some of this stuff potentially only lasting until the end of the year. Some of these, if we're back to square one 8 months from now, that's concerning as well.
So then how do you manage this tension in the meantime? So there is a deal, there is some reductions. I like how you phrase it, stepping over to to pick up a loonie. So overall, when you look at what came out of this trip to Beijing, where do you sit today? Are you more or less frustrated? Are you more optimistic?
No. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely more optimistic. We're for sure better off than we were yesterday, and for sure better off than we were 2 weeks ago. The market had anticipated this. The prices of canola has been rising for the last 2 weeks almost straight. It was up quite hard overnight. Now it's backing off again. I think the market probably had thought they were hoping for a little bit more, I think, out of this. But the prices are probably up 10%, probably retraced 30, 40, like I said a couple of days ago, 30, 40% of our losses. But we're not there yet. And let's just hope that this is just a stepping stone in the right direction, that they all can come off. But like I said, yeah, it's good.
Do these numbers change anything for you? And if so, what do they change?
Well, the crop is in the bin. A lot of it's been sold. Some of it's been hauled already. So some of the water under the bridge already and some of the losses. New crop is obviously what we're thinking about. We're seeding in 2 months from now in southern Alberta. So the new crop pricing has come up. It's definitely more optimism there. There's obviously a deal on pulses into China. Hopefully that can raise prices on pulses. We still have to deal with India and all the tariffs there. But the idea is that there's more than one crop, just not canola. And so if all prices can rise, then canola can rise, and we can see a better, be more optimistic for new crop.
Canola farmer Stephen Vandervalk, listen, you've given me 2 great quotes this week so far. We're going to have to bring you back and find out how it goes further into your growing season. I know that it's early there in Fort Macleod this morning, so thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Hey, anytime. I really appreciate you guys covering this and bringing a spotlight to agriculture.
Well, we keep talking to you because you give us great answers, so thanks so much, Stephen.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.